Preeti, criticism is welcome. Criticism which is constructive is always welcome. But please tell me, how is calling the Kumbh Mrityu Kumbh constructive criticism? Who are you criticizing by calling it Mrityu Kumbh? Because the name calling is being done to the Kumbh, not to the government, not to a political party, and not to a person. When Lalu Prasad Yadav says Kumbh faltu hai, is he criticizing the government or the management, or is he criticizing the Kumbh itself? When Akhilesh Yadav agrees with Mamta Banerjee's statement of Mrityu Kumbh, yet goes and takes a dip in the Kumbh himself and returns saying he experienced a surge of positive energy, please tell me what is politics and what is the truth. There is Malika Arjun Kharge, who's again calling bad names to the Kumbh, but DK Shivkumar, Digvijay Singh, Sachin Pilot, Ajay Rai, amongst others, are tall Congress leaders who go and take a dip in the same Kumbh. Now, understand one thing. Pretending to be criticizing the Kumbh, while you are actually criticizing a religion itself, is not going to get you anywhere. Please understand this. Please don't say you're talking about the management of things, because you've never mentioned management. Every single word is followed by the word Kumbh. Otherwise, wouldn't you have said Mrityu Sarkar hai? Faltu party hai? You have continued to say Mrityu Kumbh hai, Faltu Kumbh hai, so on and so forth, and that is not done. If you are talking about the unfortunate incidents of deaths that happened in the Kumbh, they are extremely regretted, and everybody with folded hands has prayed for the departed souls and made sure responsibility was fixed. But tell me, did this happen because the CCTVs were not working? Did this happen because the authorities didn't do their work? Or did this happen because an unprecedented amount of people were in one place at the same time?
Okay.
60
But that's
crore
also mismanagement, that you couldn't anticipate the number of people. But you've got a point there. And I'll come back to you. Charu Pragya, I'll circle back to you. Ma'am, allow me to circle back to you. No, I'll hold that thought and use it in your next intervention. Use it in your next intervention. Rajat Sethi, I want to bring you in. Would you think that maybe the opposition is handing it on a platter to the Bharatiya Janata Party by constantly invoking Kumbh instead of criticizing the party or the government?
Frankly, that is their job. It's not like any of these opposition leaders are some paragons of governance and their governance models are being celebrated. They have faltered at their own in their own events in their respective states, Akhilesh Yadav included. Constructive criticism and suggestions and lending a helping hand, that goes part of, how such social programs and social religious programs are to be done. I mean, you might belong to a different political camp. It doesn't mean that your cadres, party people can't come in and support. See, there has to be a different way of adding to the discourse where half the nation's feelings are associated with. You can't go out and simply shun it. And I repeat it, and I've said this several times before. Even in the previous Mahakumbh, Akhilesh Yadav, faced with the incidents where deaths have happened, that did not stop. I was at Harvard, I was studying, and we compiled this massive document in form of a book to publicize Mahakumbh around the world. And we talked about all the good things that Akhilesh Yadav's government has been able to do. And the local administration, how did they even go about organizing such a massive scale event? Nowhere. I mean, it's incredible the amount of scale that this event has.
But Rajat Sethi, the deaths
all along, and those are also
the deaths the last time around were politicized. The BJP did go after the Samajwadi Party government.
I started off with that the opposition's job is to criticize. That's fine. But also, you don't have to perpetually go after the entire event itself. Mahakumbh has genuine feelings associated with large proportions of the Hindu followers in our country. If you want to do that, it will come at your political cost. Be prepared for that. If not, if you want to, swing by that, you have to ensure that you're also coming up with some level of constructive cooperation on the Mahakumbh. If you can't do that, rather be quiet.
All right. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, let me hark back to what happened this morning. You had the Prime Minister who's practically gone and sounded the poll bugle in Bihar, and he opens with how the leaders in Bihar, harking back to the era of Jungle Raj, or the alleged Jungle Raj, which he calls it, have disrespected Kumbh, disrespected Astha, which is faith. Therefore, politically, the BJP is going to use it, and they are using it as we speak.